Hello, everybody. So, you are going to be starting this self paced lesson for Module 1, lessons 21 to 23. And your learning targets are actually going to be the same for all three because they are all connected. They're going to build upon one another. So, your learning targets that are at the top of your notes are that you can use rates between measurements to convert measurement in one unit to measure in another unit. You'll be able to transform units appropriately when multiplying or dividing quantities. You will be able to represent the quantities involved with the formula distance equals rate times the time. That's going to be huge. And you're going to be able to solve constant rate work problems by calculating and comparing unit rates. All right, so you should have your notes ready to go. Make sure when I tell you to stop this video, you're going to move on to your next must-do activity in the fall-themed board before you can move on to the following lesson. So, if you have any questions about what you are supposed to be doing, please make sure you come see me. Here we go. On your notes, we are going to take a look at the opening exercise. And today you're going to identify the ratios that are associated with the conversions between feet, inches, and yards. So the first one, we know that 12 inches equals 1 foot. The ratio of inches to feet is 12 to 1. Make sure you copy that down in your notes. We also know that 1 foot equals 12 inches. So the inches of feet to inches is 1 to 12. So this is the same information. All we're doing is switching the order based on which piece of information we gave first. 12 to 1 is inches to feet, and 1 to 12 is feet to inches. So if we look below, we have 3 feet equals 1 yard. The ratio of feet to yards is 3 to 1. And then the reverse of that, 1 yard equals 3 feet. The ratio of yards to feet is 1 to 3. So you guys know how to switch the order of ratios depending on the language that is being used, but we're going to apply this now to some conversions. So now you can see we're looking at feet to inches and yards to feet. So we're going to see some other connections here with our conversions. Taking a look at your notes, we are going to determine how many feet are in 48 inches. So we're working with that feet to inches or inches to feet conversion. And we're going to make a ratio table that compares feet and inches. It says use the conversion rate of 12 inches per foot or 1/12 of a foot per inch. So on your paper, we are going to compare inches and feet. So in your first box, inches, and your second box, feet. All right. So we know that in 1 foot, we have 12 inches, 1 foot. If I were to double that, I would have 24 inches in 2 feet. And then if I were to triple, 36 to 3. And if we were talking about this in terms of an equivalent ratio table, this would be a times 12 or divided by 12 ratio table, because to get from feet to inches would be times 12. From inches to feet would be divided by 12. So we're going to go ahead and just go ahead and build that ratio table. I apologize for my writing. My pen that works with this is no longer functioning, so I'm using my finger. So, it looks like it looks. Here are our conversions, all the way up to 6 feet. So we want to know how many feet are in 48 inches. Well, if I look here, I know that there are 4 feet in 48 inches. Taking a look at our next table, we want to know how many grams are in 6 kilograms. Well, if we take a look at the guide that I gave you, we know that 1 gram is the equivalent of 1,000 milligrams, and 1 kilogram is the equivalent of 1,000 grams. So we are comparing kilograms to grams. I want to know how many grams. So we're going to write grams in our first one. Are in 6 kilograms. And I'm going to go ahead and just do the kg for kilograms. If I take a look at my conversion chart, I know that 1 kilogram contains 1,000 grams. So if I put my 1 here, I can go ahead and put my 1,000 over here because I know that there is 1 gram or 1 kilogram and 1,000 grams. I can go ahead and build this ratio table. 2 kilograms would be 2,000 grams. 3 kilograms is 3,000 kilograms. 4 kilograms is 4,000 grams. 5 kilograms is 5,000 grams, and 6 kilograms is 6,000 kilograms. So now we can go ahead and answer this question. How many grams are in 6 kilograms? Well, I know right here is the information that I'm looking at. So I can say 6 kilograms equals 6,000 grams. Please make sure you copy this down in your notes. If you need to pause the video, please do so. Okay, moving on. So we are going to find how many cups are in 5 quarts. It says, as always, make a record of your work before using the calculator. And notice this time I did not put a ratio table for you. So we are going to transfer this using what we know about equivalent ratios. If I look at my table, I know that 1 quart is equal to 4 cups. So 4 cups to 1 quart is our ratio. I want to know how many cups are in 5 quarts. So since I'm asking for quarts, I know that I need to put this on the bottom. 5 quarts. Now to get from the 1 to the 5, I know that that is a times 5, which means I do the same thing to the top. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 represents the cups. So I can answer this question by stating 20 cups are in 4 quarts. 5 quarts. Sorry. 20 cups are in 5 quarts. That's really terrible writing. I apologize. We can now use this same information to determine how many quarts are in 10 cups. So again, we're going to use that same information that we had. I can say 4 cups are in 1 quart. This time, I don't know how many quarts there are, but I know I need to get to 10 cups. This is when you may want to use your calculator. 4 times what is going to equal 10? Well, I know 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 times 3 is 12. So in between that would be my 2.5, which would get me 10. So 2.5 is what I want to multiply by. 4 times 2.5 is 10. So here we're going to do the same. 4 times 2.5, or 1 times 2.5, which means the answer is there are 2.5 quarts in 10 cups. You are going to use this conversion table to complete your problem set. Please move on to the must-do activity of your problem set.